Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just going to jump right in. My name is Stephanie. I'm here to support you and even guide you through your religious, recovering from your religious trauma and emotional trauma. And if you already have, congratulations. I'm here to guide you into your continuous healing because we're always healing from something, right? So, in pure Aries fashion, let's just jump right in. So, if you've ever seen this before, this is called tapping. Okay. So, what tapping does when you tap certain points, it releases and opens these points so that way the individual can be more open and they can release. It's a great way to release. Okay. I did teach this a lot when I was coaching more. And so I'm teaching it to you, Aries, and all those that are open to this because, well, you're always on the go. You're always going, 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 right? So this is something that you can do on the go. And if you feel so called, you could say something like, even though I'm angry right now, I love myself. Even though I feel alone, or even though uh, I did not have a good day, I love myself in this time and place and space. Or if those words don't resonate with you, just fill in the blank with what does. I know that I'm worthy of love. I know that I know things will get better, whatever comes to you. Um, I know on Amazon they do have, I think it's tapping cards, I think they're called. And what that does is gives you words, give you some ideas that you can say while you're tapping. And you can also tap the temple right here. That's a good one, especially because, Aries are known for headaches. And if you don't feel like you need to say anything, that's okay too. Just do this, just tap. And I always end at the heart. And if you're just doing this, it's just great to breathe. And you can do this on the go, which is why I'm demonstrating this to you, dear Aries. All right. And so I just like to go back and forth, breathing as I go. And you will feel, at least I know I do, I feel things going and leaving and clearing. And Aries, you're known to be in your head anyway, so this gets you out of your head. And if talking through it, like I demonstrated earlier, if that gets you in your head, then maybe it's best if you just don't do it. And that's okay, wherever you are in this moment. If you have, if you feel anxious, this will also support you as well. And so we're going to end here at the heart. And what I like to do is after that, just kind of close my eyes, put my hands on my heart. Heart is Leo. Inhale. And that's literally it. Okay. So by the time you see this, there will be a new moon on the 21st. 20th or 21st, depending on where you are. I think if you're on the East Coast, it's 20th. New moon in Aries. Almost said Virgo. New moon in Aries. So if your sun, moon, and ascendant is in Aries, this does pertain to you. If you are Leo, if you are what's the other one? Leo or Sag, fire signs. This also pertains to you as well. And it doesn't matter if it's sun or moon or ascendant. If it's any of those three, with any of these, it pertains to you. Scorpio, this definitely pertains to you just because you and Mars are ruled by Mars. You and Aries are ruled by Mars. So yes, it will pertain to you. As well, who else would this pertain to? Who else likes to go fast? And Capricorn, this would also pertain to you as well, just because of working and being on the go as well. So I feel like Capricorn, this would pertain to you as well. Who else likes to be on the go? I feel like that's it. Because all the other signs are kind of, real flowy. Maybe Aquarius. I can see that for Aquarius as well. So it may pertain to Aquarius. But at any rate, so new moon, time to call in, yes. If you're Scorpio rising, see where this is in your chart. I know for me, Aries deals with work. So things at work are starting to already pick up. Right now, there's a lull, which is okay, because as soon as 20th hits and the more we get into that new moon energy, things are going to shift. Things are always shifting and changing. So anything else I want to say before I start? No, that's about it. Okay, so dear Aries, one last thing. If you have planets in the first house, this also pertains to you because, dear Aries, you are the first zodiac sign, depending on where you are, of course, in the hemisphere, where you are in the world, depending on where you are, because in some places, Cancer is actually the first zodiac sign. So it depends on where you are. Anyway, so dear Aries, you like to go fast, you like to shoot and ask questions later. Dear Aries, when you are angry, it is very difficult for you to see the other person and where they're coming from. Dear Aries, you always want to be right. You will not take no for an answer, and when you go, you charge. You cannot stand slowness. And dear Aries, when you are angry and you're huffing and you're puffing, people feel that. But dear Aries, sometimes you're doing all this running and going and straight shooting before even getting an answer because you're escaping from something. You're trying to run away from something, dear Aries. And that something is yourself. That something may be your childhood, maybe something that you have buried. Because, dear Aries, you are a leader, dear Aries, and you think from here, because you do represent the head, so you think from here, and this is very dangerous. This is the ego. So, dear Aries, when you're running and you're escaping, you don't get to deal. And, dear Aries, with you being a diurnal sign, which means that you're also very masculine, that is very foreign to you to just sit and ponder and think. But then when you do think, dear Aries, you think way too much. You overthink. So, dear Aries, what is it that you're running away from? What is it that you're refusing to let go of? Why is it so important for you, dear Aries, to be right about everything? Why is it, dear Aries, that you feel like you have to control everything? And the reason why I'm asking these questions, dear Aries, is because I know that comes from fear. Like you, dear Aries, my planets, first of all, my planets are a lot. I have 2 planets in my first house, so I understand what it's like to try to control everything. But you see, dear Aries, when you're doing that, you are disrupting the cycle of things. Because in reality, dear Aries, you have no control. You have no control, and your version of being a leader is to trample on other people and their values. And if they don't agree with you, then that's where the anger comes in. But in reality, dear Aries, it's not even about that. It's about something you don't want to face. So tell me, dear Aries, tell yourself, dear Aries, feel free to write this down. What is it that you don't want to face, dear Aries? Because if you keep looping like this, it's going to come back and you're going to have to face it. You're not going to have a choice. Because the universe will cause circumstances to happen where you will see that you are no longer in control because you never were in control, because it was coming from fear. And as scary as this can be, dear Aries, you get to face that fear head on. So if you have a one personal year, you're fully in that one personal year. The 9 is gone. If you are a generator and things are shifting and changing, and you're being that patient and you're allowing things to come to you, great, because the action is coming to you. Aries also represents action. Also is known as the god of war and conflict. And usually the Aries, that is inner conflict. And whatever is inward comes outward, right? So the only reason why there's a war outwardly is because there's a war inwardly. Not everybody wants to deal with that. That's understandable. But there comes a time where you have a choice. You can either deal with it and go to a higher frequency, or you don't deal with it and you just stay the same. It's up to you. But just know, dear Aries, that when you are out of your head and when you do take 2 minutes just to slow down, or maybe an hour to slow down and take a nap, or just to go out in nature, even if it's running in nature, if that's how you clear your head, is by running in nature or walking in nature or riding a bike in nature or taking off your shoes, or maybe you have 5-fingered shoes like I do, and you just walk in the grass, you will feel calm, because Mother Earth will allow you she will support you in feeling calm and feeling aligned. So, dear Aries, hang in there. You've got this. You have planets coming in and out of you. I know that Saturn is in Pluto, and I'm sorry, Saturn is in Pisces. Pluto just went into Aquarius. I'm trying to think what just left. Jupiter. Okay, so Jupiter is in Aries right now. So whatever you do, Aries, is going to be magnified. It's going to be expanded. It's going to be widened. So if you're having that inner war, then that inner war is going to be expanded. Okay? That means Jupiter's not going to be working for you. But if you are at peace with yourself, then that peace is also going to be expanded. All right? So, Aries, even though I know you're used to being the action, there's nothing wrong with being patient. And I know that is a foreign language to you. But if you're being patient and you're being calm, even while you're doing, right, even while you're the action, it will still shift you. And with that, much love to you all. Please like and subscribe and share if this resonates with you. Feel free to comment. And I will talk to you soon.